Picture this. It's 10 p.m., you're exhausted, your bra has been digging into your ribs since 3 in the afternoon, and your partner casually asks where their favorite mug is. And suddenly, you snap. You hear yourself saying something sharp, maybe even mean, and later that night you're lying in bed thinking, why did I do that? I love this person. What is happening to me? If that sounds familiar, you are not broken, and you are definitely not alone. Perimenopause and menopause can mess with your mood, your sleep, your patience, your body, and yes, your marriage. One day you're fine, the next day you're crying in the car because someone cut you off in traffic and your jeans don't fit. Here's the thing most partners don't realize. This isn't just, she's grumpy or she's overreacting. Your hormones, your nervous system, and your energy are going through a full remodel. The old rules in your relationship don't always work anymore. In this video, we're going to talk about what you wish your partner understood about menopause, what they should absolutely not take personally, and how the two of you can move through this season as a team instead of drifting apart. It's not just mood swings, it's a full system upgrade. Let's clear something up right away. Menopause is not just a few mood swings, or that time when she gets hot flashes. What's really happening is that two major hormones, estrogen and progesterone, are changing and eventually dropping. These hormones are like the quiet behind-the-scenes managers that keep a lot of things running smoothly. Your sleep, your body temperature, your joints, your brain, your mood, even how interested you feel in sex. So when those hormones start swinging up and down and then drifting lower, it's like someone is messing with the Wi-Fi in your house. One minute it's strong, the next minute it glitches, and suddenly everything feels off. You're sweating at 3 a.m., wide awake at 4, snapping at 6, and then crying in the shower at 7 wondering, who even am I right now? If you're the partner watching this, here's the most important part. She's not acting different because she suddenly stopped caring. Her chemistry has changed. Her patience, her energy, her desire, all of that is being rewired, whether she asked for it or not. Why menopause hits marriage so hard. Now let's talk about why this season hits relationships right in the center. On the outside, it might look like more arguments about little things. The dishes, the tone of a text, who forgot to buy toilet paper. But underneath, there's a storm going on that most couples never name. When hormones are shifting, sleep usually takes a big hit. Night sweats, hot flashes, racing thoughts. All of that means a lot of women are walking around half-rested at best. And when you're that tired, your fuse is shorter. Things that you could laugh off 5 years ago suddenly feel huge and personal. On top of that, there's the body stuff. Weight shifting to the belly, joints aching, clothes fitting differently. Confidence can tank. So when a partner reaches for her and she pulls away, he might think, she doesn't want me. But often she's thinking, I don't even feel at home in my own body right now. Add in work stress, aging parents, teens or grown kids, money worries, and boom, the relationship becomes the easiest place for all that pressure to spill out, not because you're a bad couple, but because this is where you feel safest, and where the cracks start to show first. What I wish my partner knew about my brain and body. If you're the partner watching this, let me talk to you like I would to my own spouse. Here's what so many of us wish we could say without crying, snapping, or feeling guilty. First, when I seem to overreact, I usually know I'm overreacting. It's like my emotions are sitting right under my skin. Something tiny happens, and suddenly I'm flooded. I'm not choosing that intensity. Sometimes it feels like my brain went from normal volume to all caps without my permission. Second, when I say I'm tired, it's not just I could use a nap, it's bone deep. If I've been waking up drenched in sweat, or my heart is pounding at 3 a.m. for no reason, I can start the day already at 0. So when you ask, what's for dinner? My brain hears, please solve 5 more problems, and it just wants to shut down. Third, about my body. There are days I don't feel at home in it. My shape is changing, my joints hurt, my skin feels different. Sometimes being touched, even lovingly, can feel like too much if I'm already overheated or uncomfortable. If I pull away or say no in bed, Most of the time, it's about me, not you. What I need most is for you to believe me, even when it doesn't make sense to you, and to assume I'm doing my best with the body and brain I have today. What I wish my partner would do differently. Okay, so what do we actually want from our partners in this season, besides a magic wand and a week of sleep? Let's get really clear. First, we want you to be curious instead of defensive. When you notice we're different, more tired, more emotional, less interested in sex, more forgetful, try starting with, "Hey, I've noticed you seem off. How are you really doing?" Instead of, "Why are you always so angry?" That one shift turns you from opponent to teammate. Second, we need listening more than fixing. When we vent about hot flashes, weight gain, brain fog, or frustration, we're not always asking for a solution. Most of the time, we want you to say, "Wow, that sounds really hard. I'm sorry you're going through this. How can I support you?" You don't have to fully get it to stand next to us in it. Third, be willing to adjust the game plan with us. That might mean going for a walk together instead of opening another bottle of wine, turning the bedroom cooler at night, or being okay if plans change because we're exhausted. Small changes signal, "I see you, I'm in this with you." And finally, support us in getting help. Offer to go to appointments, ask what the doctor said, cheer us on if we try therapy, medication, or lifestyle changes. It's scary to admit we're struggling. Knowing you're not rolling your eyes, but actually cheering from the sidelines, makes it so much easier to take action. Navigating sex and intimacy without shame. We have to talk about sex, because this is one of the places menopause can hit the hardest and feel the most personal. For a lot of women, estrogen dropping means things change down there. There can be dryness, burning, or a pulling feeling that makes penetration really uncomfortable or even painful. Add in exhaustion, stress, and feeling disconnected from our own bodies, and suddenly the thing that used to bring us close now feels like another item on the to-do list. If you're the partner, it's so easy to make this about you. You might think, "You don't want me," or "You're not attracted to me anymore." Most of the time, that's not what's happening. Inside, she might be thinking, "I love you, but this hurts," or "I'm embarrassed to tell you what's really going on." This is where gentle, honest conversation matters more than ever. Take the pressure off performance and frequency and focus on connection. Ask what feels good now. Be open to slower starts, more kissing, more touch. That isn't just a countdown to sex. And don't be afraid to team up and talk to a doctor together about options like lubricants, vaginal moisturizers, or treatments that can make sex more comfortable again. Intimacy can absolutely evolve in this season, instead of disappearing. Communication habits that protect your marriage. Let's talk about the tiny, everyday habits that can hold your relationship together, while everything else feels like it's falling apart. You don't need a weekend retreat in the mountains. You need little patterns that make it safer to be honest. One simple habit is a regular check-in. Maybe it's a walk after dinner once a week, or 10 minutes on the couch with phones down. The question is, how are you really doing? For both of you, not just her. This keeps resentment from silently piling up. Another habit is calling a timeout when things get too heated. You can literally say, "I love you, I'm maxed out, can we pause and come back to this?" Then actually come back to it later, when hormones, exhaustion, or emotions aren't running the whole show. And finally, build tiny moments of connection into the day. A hug, a text, a joke you share. Those little "I still choose you" moments are glue when life is loud. If you're the partner watching this right now, first of all, thank you for even clicking on a menopause video. That alone says a lot about you. This season is not just hard on her, it's hard on you too. It can feel like the person you love has been swapped out for a more tired, more irritated version, and nobody gave you a manual. You might feel rejected, confused, or scared that you're losing your connection. That is real, and your feelings matter too. But here's the good news. You are not powerless here. Your willingness to listen, to learn, and to ask, "How can I make today a little easier for you?" can change the whole atmosphere in your home. You're not supposed to fix her. You're invited to walk beside her. Let's bring this all together. If you're in perimenopause or menopause, or you love someone who is, here's the bottom line. Nothing is wrong with you as a couple. Her body and brain are going through a massive shift, and your relationship just hasn't had the updated instructions yet. Drop a comment and tell us what you wish your partner understood about this season. Share this video with them so you can start the conversation together. And if you want more real talk and support like this, hit subscribe so we can keep learning and walking through midlife together.